Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, PAL50. This is a re-recording of this particular, I guess, episode. I never like saying episode for a Let's Play, I always prefer to say part. Because I feel like episode is a bit too official, you know, it's not a fucking TV show. Anyway, although people have, over time, started saying episode to refer to, you know, a video in a YouTube series, but anyway, I'm a bit old-fashioned in that regard, I suppose. But, yeah, this is a re-recording. I'm not going to go in-depth about the intricacies of, you know, what I have to deal with when it comes to video recording, but OBS had an issue that I, every single time I record non-HDMI, need to work to resolve, and I had a fix that was working for the best part of 2 years, and it suddenly wasn't good enough anymore. So I had to work out a new fix. I'm pretty sure that I've worked out a new fix. We shouldn't have any syncing issues anymore. I did a full recording of this part, and it just, yeah, the first 20 minutes out of an hour and 15-minute recording were totally out of sync, which is, as far as I'm concerned, not good enough. So here I am, re-recording it. It's very easy to do that in Majora's Mask for the reason that, well, I suppose it's not always going to be easy, but in this case, I actually didn't play the Song of Time to save what I had done. I actually saved at an owl statue, so what I can actually do is go onto my quest file and reset. In other words, not save at an owl statue or play the Song of Time, and I will return to the last time I played the Song of Time, obviously. And that will essentially be the end of part 36. Now, I will mention in part 36, well, I suppose that was my non-live recording, wasn't it? Basically, what happened there, well, nothing really happened in particular except for the fact, well, I'm going to talk about it now. I regret a little bit that I failed to put in the bank the some 150 rupees that I had on my person at the time. And what ended up happening was I just played the Song of Time and let them all disappear. And it's a little bit stupid because one of my objectives at the moment is to acquire the heart piece that you were given once receiving. Well, not really once receiving, but once you have amassed 5,000 rupees in your bank. So, yes, I am not really doing myself many favours by playing the Song of Time without even remembering to do that. So, if I could possibly remember to do that every time I play the Song of Time, always check your rupee counter and put that stuff in the bank, then yes. Now, of course, anyone joining now, hello Jenny, anyone joining and wondering why it still says part 37, it is a re-recording of that part, so that's what's happening. What I'm going to do is, I'm somewhat ill-prepared for the reason that my TV's muted, my controller is on my bed, and I also need to reset the game. So I will do that, just one moment. I just wanted to load into my profile so that I could demonstrate that. Playing some Oblivion, that's good to hear. You can see that my hearts again are, I say again because you saw it in the end of the previous video, or at the end of the previous video. Basically, I had been rewarded with additional defense for my health. Does that even make any sense? Anyway, I am now taking half damage on account of the fact that we rescued all stray fairies in the Great Bay Temple, so that has been taken care of, and here I am returning to an owl statue, in other words, an instance of the game, a cycle of the game, that I'm going to entirely reset, and not through the Song of Time, because that is saving the game. I did very, very briefly entertain the thought, when I decided that I was going to re-record, I entertained the thought very briefly in my mind, of actually playing the Song of Time, and then I realised, Doomlink, hold on, that's going to save the game, that would fuck me right over. What I of course want to do here is hit the reset button, which is what I'm going to do. Just like that, we are loading back into the game. And I'm thinking we'll be able to get more done in this recording than we did last time, for the reason that I pretty much know what I'm going to be doing. I was a little confused with one of the things that I was doing. I also don't have to deal with syncing problems, but one of the things that I was doing, I suppose I haven't really explained it, have I? I mentioned it at the end of the last video, but basically I'm going to be taking this entire video to gather a few more heart pieces. It's essentially the last heart pieces that I can get before going to Ikana and the Stone Tower Temple. And I didn't necessarily make a decision that I really needed to get all those pieces of heart. It was a rather natural decision that I came to. But anyway, in the previous attempt at this recording, I did have some issues with acquiring one of these heart pieces. Not a huge issue, just enough to maybe delay it by about 5 minutes, so yeah, hopefully we can get a little bit more done. But what I'm going to do is what I usually do at the beginning of every single cycle, and that is gathering the 100 rupees that I can get for free, just in whatever it is, East Clocktown, yeah. So we'll go and get that. It will be necessary for us to have a lot of rupees, because there is a minigame that requires 20 rupees per attempt at the game, and we're going to need to get something within the vicinity of a perfect score in order to get the piece of heart for the respective minigame. Now the problem with that minigame, in fact what I'm going to do, is I'm going to play the inverted song time. There we go. So, basically, that particular minigame that I'm referring to requires that in this cycle we defeat Gyorg, or Gyorgu, I don't know what his fucking name is. Again, I theorised that his name in Japanese would be Gyorgu, and so it's a bit awkward to say Gyorg, you know, but even then, like, I'm not sure. It's probably in katakana, so, I mean, or would it be? I really don't know. I don't know the original name. But the point is that we do need to defeat him in this cycle, and it's kind of frustrating because, again, it's not easy. It's a difficult minigame, and it requires a lot of rupees per attempt. Not really per attempt, but I suppose the cost of it really does mount over time. And I would like as many rupees as possible. Again, this guy is blocking my path. I don't appreciate him. We're actually not going to go that way anyway. I just remember that the first thing that we want to take care of is using the Postman's Hat. Now, as you may remember, we did acquire the Postman's Hat during the Anju and Cafe side quest. We did the side quest twice, once to get the Couple's Mask, and once again to acquire the Postman's Hat. Now, acquiring the Postman's Hat is, well, it takes a lot of effort, really, if you think about it, just to get one mask, or one hat, however you would want to put it. But what we do with the hat, there's probably other things you can do with it outside of what I'm about to do, but the main use of it is to acquire a piece of heart. You are doing a great job, ka-ching. Some item other than a letter is here, something or other, and that is a piece of heart. It's a single piece of heart that you can only get by having the Postman's Hat, and you don't have to talk to a specific letterbox in a specific part of Clocktown. You can just talk to whatever post box with the Postman's Hat. It's not cycle specific, you just get it and then you have it. Easy done. Next thing we're going to do, well, I suppose we'll head to North Clocktown, and we'll go and talk to the Keaton. The Keaton is a multi-tailed fox spirit. He seems to have 3 tails. I don't know what the relevance of, you know, a fox spirit having a certain number of tails has to anything. I suppose, depending on the fox spirit, it can have more or less tails. I don't know if, you know... This is not a particularly impressive Keaton, because he only has 3 tails as opposed to, you know, some spirits apparently have 6, some have 8, some have 9, I don't know. But, this one only has 3. Maybe he's young. Maybe he's not of particularly impressive ancestry. But here you go. This is the Keaton. He's rather adorable. We literally have his face. You can't really tell that it's a mask because it's the exact same graphic. And, yeah, these, I find the Keaton to be rather cute. But we'll speak to him. Basically what he does is he forces, well, he doesn't force us, I was going to say he forces us to answer his questions. No, I suppose he does because once you're here talking to him, you do answer the questions. At least I'm assuming they don't give you the option to say no before doing the minigame. But anyway, he gives you a quiz, and I think you need to answer his questions correctly 4 times, maybe 3, but I think 4 times. And if you do, he gives you a piece of heart. Now all these questions, save for a small number of them, will be questions you can very easily answer as long as you've been at least partially, you know, paying attention to what's going on in the game. So, yes. Hee hee ho, hello child, if you are attempting to fool me, it is impossible. We Keatons can recognize our own by the sheen of our tails. But you're a good child, let me put you to a test. Answer me this, pick one of the first 3 choices, or no, the first was not in that sentence, I just imagined it apparently. What are the magic words that Tingle created? Tingle, tingle, Kululimpa is the answer. It is certainly not abracadabra, or cuckoo tingle rama. Okay, and as you can see, the Keaton is rather happy. Answer me this. What is the name of the mayor of Clocktown? I actually don't know. I've got no fucking idea. So what I'm going to do, I believe I still have the tab open. Yes, I do. There is a Keaton quest guide. Quest? Why do I keep saying quest? It's more like a minigame, more like a quiz, but yeah, there is actually a guide that gives you the answers to all the questions. There's lots of questions that he can actually pull from, a large pool of questions, that is to say. Hey Hawk, good to see you. Most of them are fairly easy to answer, but occasionally you'll get one and you're just like, I don't fucking remember that, I don't even remember that even being mentioned. And this is an example, I don't know what his name is. So I'm gonna have to check. Basically I need to find the fucking... Here we go. So, Keaton Quiz Guide. I thought I had the tab open, I really didn't, I just had the tab open with all the heart piece locations. So, what is the mayor's name? It is Dotor. What kind of name is that? I mean, really, with a name like Dotor, it really could have been either of these two. They're all weird-ass names. The Keaton is happy. We're on question 2. Once it's completed, how tall will the festival tower at the carnival be? Now, I actually received this question on my first attempt at this recording, and I knew it wasn't going to be 2 stories. I had a feeling it would be 4, but it could also have been 6. I wasn't 100% sure. But it's actually 4 stories. That is the correct answer. Alright. At what time does Romani, the ranch girl, wake up? The answer is 6 in the morning. And now I believe we've answered all the questions. Or not. Fuck, is this 5 questions now? What's going on? What does the owner of the bomb shop call his mother? It's mummy. It's really funny. It's really funny. It's honestly the conversation that he has with her is really hilarious. And I did get it on camera before, but that was a number of parts ago, I think. Hee-hee-ho. Good, very good. Take this prize. Thank you, Keaton. I look just like you. Let us meet again, child. Yes. I mean, we probably won't because I have no real reason to meet you again because you're not going to give me another piece of heart, but you're cute, I'll give you that. Okay, so we can probably equip the Deku Mask now because we are about to move on to our next piece of heart. I already had the bunny ears that I wanted on, or the bunny hood that I wanted on, and I ended up taking it off, which was certainly not what I was intending. So I believe that we start, if I can remember which hole we want to go down first. Basically, there are holes. It's here, I believe, yeah. So, in Termina Field, there are 4 holes, each with 4 gossip stones inside them. And basically what you need to do is you need to play one of the 4 songs that you learn here. We haven't learnt the 4th one. But as long as you pick one of these, and as I understand it, play it using the form that corresponds with the song, you can actually affect the, whatever it's called, the Gossip Stone. And if you do it for all 4, playing the same song, they all have a uniform colour at the end, and then you get a piece of heart for it. It's rather strange, but whatever works. So the hole that we want to start with, in fact, it might not even matter what order you do it in. But I'm going to do it in the order that I did last time because that worked. I can attest to the fact that it worked. We're going to use the Deku Form, and we're going to play the, whatever it's called, Sonata of Awakening. I've remembered the song from having played it yesterday. Congratulations to me. Now guys, I just want to say that I did have issues with syncing in the last video. What the fuck is going on? I have to stand closer. But yes, I did have issues with syncing in the last video, and the reason why is because OBS is fairly useless, so really, if there is a problem, please let me know, so that I can make amends while live, because obviously after I've done the recording, there's nothing much I can do. It's already been, you know, published to YouTube, and I don't want to have to re-upload it, and I can't really. I personally can't publish videos at 1440p right now, so yeah, it's not going to work for me to actually go and resync it. And even then I don't believe, no, it wouldn't even be possible, because I don't have separate audio files for, like, I don't have separate audio channels for my audio and the game audio. It's a single recording, so, you know, it would either be my voice would be out of sync with this thing, or I guess my voice would be out of sync with the webcam, or the video game audio would be out of sync with whatever was going on in the video game. So, yeah, not ideal, and I do need to know if everything's okay while I'm live, so that's not to suggest that you should be super diligent about it, but well, that's good to hear, thank you, Hawk. You would know if it were not alright. But, yes, it's not that I need you to be super diligent, I just, you know, getting feedback from my audience really helps, and I do appreciate it whenever you have feedback for me. Even if you find that it might not be important, it's important to me. Hey Ethan, good to see you. It works out well because I don't think you caught me for my recording yesterday of Majora's Mask, and I'm actually re-recording that. Maybe it was purely so that Ethan could see it again. You never know. But what the hell am I doing? I am getting the Goron mask on for purposes of travelling a little faster than, you know, using the bunny hood or spinning around in Deku Form. Now this rock here can be destroyed, and it looks like we can punch it. I really didn't think it was going to work, me punching it. I didn't do that last time I used it. I used the bomb mask, actually. But, yeah. Again, we will take the Deku Form, and we will pull out the ocarina. Don't know why I got rid of the ocarina. You'd think that I'd keep it on hand, seeing as though it is a requirement of this... No. No, I was correct. Of course, there's no real reason for me to actually play it properly when I'm just trying to activate the song, because it gets played properly anyway, so... I'm just gathering heart pieces, actually. That's really all I'm getting up to. The only reason why I had to re-record was because I was having syncing issues, so... I had 20 minutes of my vocal audio out of sync with my video. It's a fucking nightmare. Long story, I don't really get into it right now. But, yeah. That was cause for a re-recording, so here I am. Yeah, it's spinning around in the Goron form, or rather rolling around, is really damn fast. So, we have a hole, I believe, just over here. Is that right? Yes. This is our next hole. This is our second to last hole. Oh yeah, that was hilarious. Last night Ethan and I were playing Dark Souls 3, and I'm going shield only. And it's really, really funny. I really do regret that we didn't record it, because it was very funny. But, you know, sometimes you don't record things preemptively. And that's what would have needed to have happened, I just didn't have anything set up, so I, you know, just let it continue. And it was good fun, I very much enjoyed it. But it's going to be very, very hard for us to play shield only. Well, you're not going shield only, but I am, and that's going to be hard for both of us, I think. We'll see what happens, but, yeah, it's not pleasant. I mean, we almost killed an invader in whatever it is, High Wall of Lothric. Just pathetic. I mean, the guy was so serious. You know, you'd think that if you got invaded and some guy's just sitting there, like standing there, I started with a deprived build, and I was using the full chainmail set, two-handing a leather shield. And I'm like standing there with it like this, you know, proudly standing with my shield. And this fucking man spirit invaded. Just didn't even stand still and look at me for a moment. He's just like, he's in there like, I want to kill these guys. He's absolutely, you know, not even the slightest sense of humor, clearly. And, yeah, we almost fucking killed him. And it was really, really funny. That's how bad he was. We were going up against him, and I was commenting at the time. I'm just like, this guy is actually fucking terrible. It's really sad. And what was... Actually, this is the wrong hole. I did not mean to fall down this hole. If Potato was here, he'd be quoting me for saying it's the wrong hole, haha. But yeah, it was just ridiculous to me that he was taking the confrontation so incredibly seriously from the beginning, you know. Obviously, he doesn't really want to die, but he was straight in there, like, probably didn't even care that I was using a shield, probably didn't even notice. He was probably so desperate to, I don't know, kill us that never even crossed his mind that we're just having a bit of fun. Well, he wasn't going Fume Knight Ultra Greatsword, unfortunately, but now that we have activated all of the, whatever they're called, Gossip Stones, for some reason I can never summon the memory to my mind of what they're called immediately. I always have to delay for a moment and be like, what are they called again? So what we're actually going to do is gather a few more rupees. We're going to get another 100, and the reason why is because we're going to need them. I required many attempts, and I didn't even get it done. I think I spent about 150 rupees in the... Actually, now that I think about it, I will be able to get a lot. That's really funny. I don't know if you... Well, of course you saw that, but I don't know if you realise just how far I pushed him. But anyway, we're going to fall down a hole. This hole is going to have... Well, I suppose killing these Dodongos all give me purple rupees, so if I could kill all of these Dodongos, that would be really good as far as gathering more rupees is concerned. I'll just punch them in their tails. I'm sure it would hurt. I do enjoy the way they walk. And you can, it is possible to stun lock them if you're fast enough. And I'm not, clearly. Clearly not fast enough. It might even be faster, you know, if I were to use the Gilded Sword. My feeling is that it would be. I'll actually get my bunny hood on because I quite frankly do not need my Deku Mask anymore. So there we go. That is a purple rupee. We are going to be rolling in the rupees today, and I'm looking forward to it. We really need it, as I said. Excuse me, we are not going straight to... Well, we're actually going to have to buy... Well, we'll have to spend, I guess, a few rupees buying a powder keg so that we can access Romani Ranch now and not wait till the final day. We don't really have to do that, but I'm going to do it for the sake of it. I wonder what sort of rupees we get from the smaller one. Maybe a red rupee? We're about to find out. Oh, the poor thing died in one hit. That's a little pathetic, isn't it? Yeah, red rupee, I was right. That's good, it's better than nothing, I'll tell you what. Okay, so we're going to drop down this hole. And then we're going to kill 2 more Dodongos, get another 100 rupees. And yeah, again, we can hold as many as 500 here, which is great. I can't see what the fuck I'm doing. I can't see anything. This is what happens when you don't have camera controls, you see. Well, the only semblance of camera controls is a Z-targeting system that is barely functional, quite frankly, but welcome to the Nintendo 64. It's the early years of 3D graphics. Back when people didn't really consider the importance of actually being able to move a camera in a 3D game. Imagine that. Imagine the idea. I don't know, it's very easy to say that in hindsight. Get that rupee. And this is actually a piece of heart chest, but we already acquired this piece of heart in the past. But you know what, we're not doing too well for health, so I'm going to get the recovery heart. Embarrassing as that may be to receive a recovery heart in a big chest like this. There we go. We have that. And what we're going to do now is head to West Clocktown, because we need to buy a powder keg. It's going to technically be faster for me to use the Song of Soaring, or play the Song of Soaring. Alright. Clocktown. It's rather warm today, that's why I don't have my jacket on. I was actually wearing my jacket in the first attempt at this recording, and yeah, So I guess it's not exactly the same as the first attempt. It is what it is. But other than that, I look roughly the same shirt. But, yeah, let's go and head over to West Clocktown. We will of course need to be in our Goron form in order to purchase a powder keg. They're not going to give a small child a powder keg that is basically the same size, if not larger, than the child in question. So yes, it will be necessary for me to go right ahead and transform into another species right in front of him. Hello. And he will comment on the fact that he's shocked to see a Goron in these parts. I don't know why he would be. Are they really that antisocial? I suppose they're too busy freezing in their home country, or something like that. I say country? Like, what? It's not a country. Anyway, aside from my rather ridiculous choice of words, we are going to make our way to Romani Ranch. Yes, we can actually walk to the Milk Road, but we can actually roll so damn fast that I don't really feel the need to. In fact, it would be a whole lot more fun to just roll there than watch the fucking Song of Soaring scene, cutscene, whatever you'd want to call it. Cinematic, there you go, cinematic. I don't like the word cutscene, I always prefer cinematic. But I never use it, I always say cutscene, you know. Alright, powder keg, don't get your legs blown off, my friend. But referring to his legs, let's check him out. See that? I was commenting on this on my first attempt, and I've commented on it in the past, but I don't understand why he feels the need to kick his leg like that. It's stupid. Completely stupid, but anyway. What we shall do now is make our way to the back of Romani Ranch, as it's described, to go to the doggy race. It's called the doggy race, officially. And, yeah. I was playing the part of a doggy race commentator, first attempt, which I would have liked to have stayed in a finished product, but whatever. I was in a funny mood, that recording, probably because I was pissed off with my syncing issues, but, yeah, what am I doing? I need the Mask of Truth, that's right. I knew I needed to equip something. Couldn't remember what the hell it was. Well, what we can actually do is put the bunny hood there. Not going to need the Goron mask right now. I'm probably going to end up replacing, I would end up replacing the Mask of Truth with the, Zora mask, because we will need the Zora mask a little later. Yes, I will try my hand at selecting a dog that will be appropriate for the race. So basically what we are told to do is select a dog that is actually going to win the race. If you don't have the Mask of Truth, you can't really know how the dog is going to perform. There's no real way of knowing without the Mask of Truth, I don't think. Although, maybe the ones running around. That's a good point. The ones running around might actually be. Never mind, that's not something to go off. The dog's like my belly hurts, so that one's not going to perform well in the race. We need to find a dog that says, I'm going to win, or I feel like I'm going to win today. My head, I stayed up too late. I shouldn't have been barking at that moon all night. Okay. Why would a dog bark at the moon anyway? Suppose I don't understand the intricacies of dog psychology. Alright. Yes, I have heard of the phrase before. Barking at the moon. Alright, can you please just get here? What? You can predict the future? What did you say about predicting the future? What's going on with you? I can't predict the future is what he said, not the reverse. So I don't know how I'll do. Oh, I like your philosophical approach. Hello, spaceman. Good to see you. Haven't seen you for a little while. Glad you're hanging around. I'm here for my wife and child. There's no way I'll lose. Well, I don't know if that's going to be sufficient. I believe the phrase that I'm looking for is, I feel like I'm going to win. But this dog has said the same, just in a different way. He said, I'm not going to lose, but what the fuck does his wife and child have to do with anything, for God's sake? He's a dog. And since when do dogs get married, for fuck's sake? I thought, you know, you sniff the arsehole and then do a bit of humping and that's the end of the fucking union. You know, matrimony has been established, but, well, perhaps, you know, technically, yes, but there's no official matrimony is what I'm trying to say. I don't feel much different than usual. Okay. Well, for some reason I was lucky enough to find the dog. Like, second try last time. Is there a golden dog? Because I used the golden dog last time. There's no golden dog. There it is. That is the golden dog. This might actually be the one. Okay, I see. They say different things. It's not always the same phrase. But this is going to do. Which indicates that maybe the other one was also sufficient. The one that said that he's doing it for his wife and child. Great. Hello. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to hold it and shut up. I'll take off the mask and pick up a dog. Hello. Basically, you have to shove your face in her breasts in order for her to acknowledge that the dog that is being held above my head is in fact the dog that I want to use. Now that's a shame, Spaceman. I do remember you popping in briefly a number of days ago, saying you couldn't watch but you wanted to say hi. I do always appreciate that. If the dog you brought me takes first place, you get triple your bet. So basically we need 150 rupees or more, so we're going to bet 50 rupees. Now, my understanding is that it's not guaranteed that the dog you've selected, even if it says that he feels like he's going to win, there's no guarantee that that dog is actually going to win. So we'll see what happens. My hope is that it'll work out, but again, as I understand it, it's not guaranteed. What I understand is that it's actually not possible to win with a dog, unless it feels like it's going to win. So, that's basically how it works when you're racing the dog. As you can see, the golden dog is catching up, he's edging out the competition. And, a little bit of competition with the brown dog, but as we all know, brown is the colour of shit. So that dog's gonna lose. Oh, we lost. Great. Well, I've just wasted my money, really. I don't even think that was third place. That looked more like fourth or fifth. That was pathetic. Oh, almost. Well, I'll give you back the amount you put down. Well, that's pretty fucking nice of you. How does that work? How does that work? What's wrong with you? Maybe it's not the right one. Maybe I thought it was the right one. Maybe the dog really needs to say that phrase, I feel like I'm going to win. Yeah, he's like, I feel unstoppable. Look at that. Oh yeah, I feel unstoppable. I don't think I'll lose. Maybe the key is in the phrase, I don't think. It's not strong language, whereas... Excuse me. Shit. So I need to find the dog that is going to win. I've really come to realize just how annoying this is, because literally the second dog that I picked up in my first attempt, my forepaws feel lighter than usual today. Not sufficient, not good enough. Okay, just go away. It's becoming very difficult to work out which ones I have spoken to. I should do pretty well today. Well, again, not good enough. That's apparently not what we need. Again, same shit. What's with the magic bean sprout? Well, there is no sprout. But, you know, what's with the magic bean soil? How do you feel now? You feel like winning? Or are you gonna lose for me again? That's what we want. Today, I feel like I can win. Now, the funny thing is, I feel like I can win, and I don't think I'll lose, are, in my opinion, of equal confidence. They would indicate equal confidence. They're not very strong. Like, the wording is fairly low on the scale of confidence, so therefore, that would suggest to me that there's no fucking reason why this would win, whereas the other dog I had selected would not. Makes no sense to me. Yeah, I mean, I'm unstoppable is strong phrasing, that's right. But I don't think I'll lose. It's kind of strange, if you're going to say I'm unstoppable, you would say I'm not going to lose. But anyway. I believe it was said online, and this is according to Zelda Dungeon. I've kind of established that I shouldn't be trusting Zelda Dungeon. But apparently, the phrase you need to be looking for is, "I think I'm gonna win." Which, to me, is not any stronger than, "I don't think I'll lose." Seems pretty fucking equal to me. But anyway, we are again gonna put down 50 rupees. The woman apparently is nice enough to reimburse me if I do not have the winning dog. Imagine if it were like that in real life. Well, I guess they don't want kids to be gambling. But you also don't want to give kids the wrong impression of how gambling works. It doesn't really work that way. If you put down 50 rupees and your dog comes 6th, tough titties, you know, that's it, that's 50 rupees gone. If you're regretting it, then, well, you shouldn't have put the money down in the first place. That's just how it works. You see, our dog is already doing much better, and he is going to win. The brown dog, the shit-coloured one, is not doing very well at all. And I am hardly surprised, because again, there's 2 shit-coloured dogs. What's going on? I don't even know what I'm saying. Oh, that poor blue dog, you poor baby. Oh my god. I mean, I understand that you are a very unnatural shade of blue, but come on. Well, take me for a walk and call me Spot. You took first place. First place. Now, here's the clincher right here. You win triple the amount of your bet. That's 150 rupees. You've won over 150 rupees. No, you just told me that I won 150 rupees. Now, the phrase over 150 rupees would indicate that I got 151 or more. But no, I got 150. So, I don't know what's coming out of your giant lips, lady, but it sounds like a load of bullshit to me. Okay. So we got a piece of heart. I don't want to play again. Oh, really? I don't know what's more revolting, your hair or your face. It's a bit of a conundrum. Okay, so we're going to put on the Zora mask. How are we going for time? We are going reasonably well for time. My guess is that it'll be pretty much the same as last time. We'll be able to kill Guy Org and then get a few attempts at that minigame that I was trying before. But we'll see what happens. We are going to warp to Zora Cape. We need to go and play the, whatever it is, the New Wave Bossa Nova. And of course the phrase New Wave is quite, well, it has multiple meanings, obviously. It's intended to reference the sea because I'm a fish man. New wave, get it? He said wave, haha. But it's like music, it's the new wave of whatever genre this would be referred to as. Well, whatever a bossa nova is in terms of genre, I don't know. I mean, I obviously know the term bossa nova, but I don't fucking know what genre it is. Anyway, I don't even know how to play this song, so I actually have it written down from last time. I had, with the expectation of fucking it up from memory, I went and wrote it down in the previous attempt at the recording, and it's still written down, so let's do it. It's very confusing for the reason that it's only directional buttons, so it gets all jumbled up in my head, and I don't like it. Can we just take a moment to appreciate Link's miniskirt? It's pretty enticing. I'm surprised we don't get any upskirts, to be honest. You'd think we would, seeing as though we pretty much have that kind of angle as we're swimming under the water. That would be what I'd expect to see, but I don't really get to see any of that. And who's to say I wouldn't want to see what's under a fishman's skirt? I'm almost entirely insulted by any insinuation that I wouldn't want to see that. And I think that any such insinuation should be struck from the minutes immediately, and, quite frankly, never uttered again. But we are returning to the boss. A boss we have killed once before, but of course the last time we killed the boss, not including the first attempt at this recording, of course, it was a rather stressful situation for the reason that we had like 2.5 minutes to kill him, but I managed to kill him in about 60 seconds, leaving about 1.5 minutes of time to spare. It was really quite impressive, actually. Now, was this something I needed to do first? I think I wanted to check how many arrows that I had, but I'm quite sure I have 30. The reason why is because I was rolling around as a golem before, and managed to collect some arrows from grass that I had rolled over. Let's go and equip the bow. The only things you need for the boss fight are the bow and the Zora Form. This guy is screaming in fish, defying gravity. But again, it's all magic, isn't it? Okay. So, as you can imagine, very much like whatever it's called, the Morpher fight from Ocarina of Time, we are seeing the boss room from the first-person perspective of the boss in question. And, yeah, it's a fish. It is a straight-up fish. Oh my god, he's swimming. And then, rather conveniently, he just stops in mid-air so that we can, get a load of him. Of course it was, you know, time itself was stopped. I understand that. We're not intended to, or we're rather not supposed to interpret that as an actual... Can you... What the fuck's wrong with me, seriously? I thought he was gonna jump up and eat me. He is! Stop it. Just fucking stop. Now, I don't have an explanation as to how I managed to miss you. I've got no fucking idea. But I managed it somehow. Maybe I'm talented in that regard. There we go. Let's try to be a little more sensible with our use of magic. Stop. Just get away from that stupid mouth. I got to see inside his body for a moment. Alright, get out of there. There we go. Oh, fuck me. Just get on there. This is the worst part about the boss fight. It's getting the clean jump onto the platform. Basically, I was doing it very well when I only had 2.5 minutes to spare, for the reason that I was rather stressed by the prospect of failing that boss fight. So I was actually... well, there was not a single... Just get the fuck out of it! Stop! I'm actually stuck. He's swimming around me and catching me in every single direction that I can possibly fucking swim to get away from me. Fucking asshole. Waste of my time. Just go away, you piece of shit fish. But yeah, I was so stressed that it was allowing my performance to really top out. I was king fish that day. I see, you need to hit him around the face. If you hit him in the, you know, the tail, not much goes on. But if you can get that face of his, okay, now he's gonna vomit some fish. And we need to hit him twice more at this point. So as I understand it, you need to hit him about 5 times. That's what I would, you know, assume based on what I've seen so far. Unless I was really not paying attention to how many times I hit him. Which is certainly possible. Alright, can you get over here? You're gonna really do this right now? Okay. Okay, got it. Swim down, come on. Excellent. Heading back onto that platform. I do enjoy being able to, you know, have a... oh, that must have hurt. Right in your long nose. Okay, I just got eaten again. Fish should not be eating other fish in this situation. I'm not feeling it, you know. Just climb up, asshole. Okay. Where is my fish boss? It's not the saying that he's some sort of, he's not my fish manager, is what I mean to say. I just mean that he's, he could be. He could be the new manager for the, whatever they're called. What are they called again? That stupid band that we're apparently a part of. I can't remember their name now. It's not a very good one. It's strange that it's actually not on my mind. I've just forgotten it completely. That might indicate just how bad it is. Alright, so let's go and swim over. We can actually go and get some hearts if we really wanted them. I suppose we could get them. Maybe that's in return for the fact that we will not be getting a piece of heart, I'm not sure. Excuse me, a heart container, in actual fact, not a piece of heart. Imagine if you only got a piece of heart killing a boss, now that would be an insult. The best way to insult the, or rather, the best way to insult the general population of Majora, not Majora's Mask players, but Zelda players, is to come out with a Zelda game that only gives you pieces of heart for every single boss that you kill, and also not allow you to pick up pieces of heart around the world. You end up only getting, like, I don't know, 5 heart containers in a whole fucking game. Like, you know, from start to finish, that would be hilarious. Just stop talking to me. And I don't know what the yeah was about. It's a bit, it's not very social. Okay. So we're going to make our way over to the minigame that we just unlocked by killing Guile. That was the only reason why we killed him. It might have been faster to warp, actually, but we may as well do some sightseeing. Fuck off. The exact same thing happened in my previous attempt, and I said, I've already killed fish bigger than you, so you'd do well to stay away from me. It's very hard to re-record something like this because I try to not repeat what I say. But I have done a little bit of repeating of what I've said in my previous attempt, but, you know, it's not as funny if it's intended to be funny. Because, you know, once you've done it once, you sort of lose the edge and you don't emotionally invest. And it's just how it is, but it's much better to do this, I'll tell you, than subject my audience, the VOD audience, to 20 minutes of out-of-sync video. That's just stupid. On no planet would I allow for that. It would honestly be faster for me to get in the water at this point. And yes, I was correct, it would have been much faster to just warp. But I didn't do that. I did not do that. Alright, catch you later, spaceman. Now, the boat in question, well, I don't know if I told you it was a boat, but basically there's a boat here, as you can see. And this is actually what's going to take us to our minigame. If you cannot kick the fucking sign off, I mean that's hilarious, but don't. I really was trying to change directions, but if you're mid-attack, you don't get to change directions. That's just not how that works. So what we're going to do is we are going to equip the bunny hood and the hookshot. Should have done that in the other order, but that's fine. Basically what we're going to do is hookshot to one of these islands over here. Probably the one with the fucking palm tree on it, because I can't really hookshot to anything else. And we will be able to engage with the minigame that is now there. Again, you can only unlock this after killing Guile. My hope was that I'd be able to make that. The annoying thing is that the boat is moving, so you need to be pretty good with your aim. Not amazing, just, you know, sufficiently skilled, I suppose. Now that the seas are back to normal, I've started a little business aimed at tourists. It's where I display my breasts, and you are forced to milk them with your lips. What's wrong with me today? If you pay 20 rupees, I'll invite you to a jumping game that has a really big prize. If you're up for it, go to that island in the center. I will do just that. My analog stick is a bit sticky at the moment. More than a bit sticky. It's like a 25-year-old controller. Probably not quite. Let's say 20 years old. About to say 20 hours old. No, not 20 hours. If it were 20 hours old, then I'd be complaining about a sticky analog stick, quite frankly. So as I said, well, I think I said, this is a harder minigame than you would expect. I actually managed to fucking get over there, that's a shock. Okay. Now I think the key is not to do it within a specific time, it's actually to get all of them and not miss any. Basically, if you don't reach the flame fast enough, you do actually have it disappear. Now that happens all the fucking time. I accidentally go into the water. It's really easy to do from that perspective. And it's terrible. I've got a lot of rupees for many attempts. Oh, don't do that. You don't actually need to speak to him. All you need to do to reinitiate the minigame is to go back into the center. Now this is the reason why I have the Majora mask still equipped. It's because if that fucking happens, that is the worst case scenario. You have to go all the way back to the fucking island over here. I don't even think it's an island. Basically, you go back to land and get on the fucking boat. It's really annoying. I hate this minigame. This is my least favorite minigame in the whole game, and I had to do the Swamp Shooting Gallery. I had to do the Clocktown Shooting Gallery. I had to do Honey and Darling Shop. Stop kicking, you fucking asshole. Okay. I get it that you're some sort of karate fish man, but give it a rest. So anyway, I did Honey and Darling's stupid thing. I've done it all. Well, not all of it. I've done most of it. But this is miserable. This is utterly miserable. There's nothing about this that I enjoy. And, quite frankly, it's a waste of my life. And I hope you guys enjoy watching me do that. It may not appear as if it's that woeful after having only seen that one attempt, but I can assure you it is quite... I mean, that was a pretty clean fucking hookshot if I do say so myself. But anyway, yeah, it's really more miserable than you might think. Because, I'm telling you now, I didn't fucking mean to do that. I can't even describe to you what happened there. I can't even describe to you. Get on the boat. It's not even worth putting on the fucking Zora mask at this point. Get on it. Okay, okay. Now, turn around, turn around, turn around. Get on that fucking tree. Get on it. Get on it, get on it. I'm too... Turn around. Turn the boat around. This is worse than having to go back to the fucking island, because now I have to wait for this fucking boat to go all the way back. Who would design it like this? I'm sorry, I get that you're a game from the year 2000. I get it, okay? But this is pissing me off. Just, if you could fucking make this a little less depressing. Where am I even going? Okay, now you're gonna turn. I don't know if I'm not allowed to operate this myself because I don't have a fucking motorboat license, but this is pissing me right off right here. All I want to do is do your shitty minigame, okay? I don't need some motorboat sightseeing tour. At this rate, I'd be willing to suck milk out of your teats like I was suggesting rather crudely before. Than do your stupid minigame. At least I get to look at the starfish, look. Oh, look at the starfish. Christ, okay, so... We're staying on the boat because we want to go all the way around again, come on. You better keep moving. If I have to get off the fucking boat, and then get back on, I do, don't I? You insufferable fucking thing. Go. Go! Go. Now that's exactly what fucked me up last time. Is that little jump. Why is the water moving like this? Okay, go, 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 go. What? Are you going backwards? What is guys, what's going on? Why is it going backwards? I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm actually gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna completely have a meltdown. Why was the boat going backwards? It actually went backwards. It makes no sense. Why would it go backwards? Just don't, I'm trying to fucking... Why would it go the long way back? Oh, shit! Okay, so what we're gonna have to do, guys, and I'm so beside myself with joy that I have to waste my time in this way, that we're gonna fucking do it. We're gonna play the Song of Double Time, and guess what, guys? I have to actually play the Song of Double Time, go to the evening, which we're practically already arriving at, just through the passage of time, and then we have to play it again, because we can't do this dickhead's fucking game at night. This dickhead, who has taken it upon himself to force us to engage with a barely functioning fucking motorboat. To even get to his dumb fucking island. Like, build a bridge, asshole. And the beauty of that is that we'll be able to play the Song of Inverted Time, or the Inverted Song of Time, however you want to refer to it, in order to have time pass faster, because guess what? First thing in the morning isn't good enough either. So you have to be like at around 7 AM in order to engage with this guy's stupid minigame. It's the most miserable thing in the world. Whoever designed this, they were like, if this guy wants a heart piece, he's going to need to really want it. Because this is nothing to sneeze at. You really need to work for this. What a fucking nightmare. Okay. I'm totally ready. Totally ready. Just go for it. Play the fucking song. I've played it before. I just want it to be over and done with so that I can get time to flow normally. So again, I can get on the boat. Don't you fucking throw me off. Go forwards this time, please. Forwards. Thank you. That's all I ask. I mean, I didn't want you to go backwards. Is it because I went towards the back of the boat? I don't even think so. I don't think I was at the back of the boat. I think you just decided to go backwards because it's... Why would I want it? Why would I conceivably want it to go backwards? Why would that even be a good thing? It takes me to the same fucking destination, but slower. It takes longer. It's absolutely beyond all... You know, I cannot fathom why. I cannot even fathom this fucking character. If this is your idea of a fucking tourist's minigame, you're having an actual laugh, man. You're having an actual laugh. Okay. So I'm assuming once it hits 7. In fact, what we'll do is we'll play the inverted song time again. I don't actually want to run out of time. And it might happen, you never know. So I can play the song. So we are 56 minutes into the recording. We'll probably go for about an hour and 15. Essentially the same as what we went for in the previous attempt. I might go as long as an hour and 20, we'll see what happens. It really depends on my progress here. If I feel like I'm doing really well with this shitty minigame. Yeah, just shut your mouth, seriously. Just making sure that you're open. I wouldn't want to worry your pretty head over opening for me, for little old me, at 6 AM. Okay. The flames over here. Now, the main issue with this minigame is the fact that you can't see all of the islands at once. And it's so fucking easy to not jump in the right way. Basically, you need to try and lay eyes on the torch that you need to go to next, quickly. And then also position yourself correctly, so as to not fall into the fucking water when you're doing the jump. Now, the question you may have is, does using the bunny hood make it harder to control? The answer is a partial yes, but ultimately... Do I have to do this for the whole minute and 15 seconds from now? That's fucking insane. How am I supposed to do this without falling the entire fucking time? This is incredible. This is incredible. I mean, this is blowing my fucking mind. Who designed this goddamn minigame? And of course, it looks so easy, doesn't it? Oh, I bet it looks just like the easiest thing in the world. It's fucking not. This is the best I've done so far by a considerable margin, and I cannot guarantee if I'm given less time as I run the timer further down. Like, maybe I need to be faster as time goes on. I don't know. At the moment, I'm trying to be slow and steady. Again, my understanding of how this works. And then you do a little jump, you fucking useless person! You useless cunt of a boy! If you don't get enough of a run-up, Link does a little baby jump off the edge. You fuck! I had to try to see if the thing was lit, so of course I had to go closer to the edge. Fuck you, you're using the bunny hood. Stupid kid. Oh my god, you insufferable fucking juvenile cunt. Oh, unbelievable. Like who? That was a fucking miracle that I got that far. And to fail with something like 30 seconds remaining. I didn't even mean to go there. I wasn't even intending on jumping. I was just trying to look for the fucking flame, and the next thing you know. And I love how this is a delight, okay? I have to look here to speak to you, but like I don't even want to speak to you, it's just he speaks to me, okay? He speaks to me after I fail. And then, you know, next thing you want to do, pretty sensible, okay? Next thing you want to do is head back into the center. Let's turn the camera towards the center. This is what I'm looking at. I can't fucking see anything. I can't see shit. And you wonder how I accidentally fling myself into the fucking water and then have to take the motorboat back. You fucking asshole. Forget the minigame, you should be selling breast milk for a living. You fucking loser. Okay. So again, I don't know if I have to be faster every time. What was that? I didn't even, like, my fucking thumb on this analog stick did not do whatever just happened. That was just there was a complete disconnect between what was going on in-game and what was going on my fucking controller. Completely separate things. I don't know what that was. You think I can't do this? I was doing this before. 2 attempts ago, I was doing it like I was some kind of fucking professional, like I was doing this for money, okay? Real life fucking money. Now that was almost not enough of a run-up. But as I was saying before... Oh fuck, you can make the jump here. But I fucked it up, that's alright. Wouldn't have been enough... Again, you don't want to be estimating in this minigame. That's where you start to fuck up. You don't want to be estimating, you don't want to go, I'm gonna guess that it's... Okay, so you don't want to guess where the fucking flame's gonna be. You need to lay eyes on it, or hear it. And somehow, with your... I'm pretty sure this is in mono. You need to fucking work out where it's gonna be based on that. Can you stop embedding your nose into the edge of this fucking landmass? Just get your nose out of the ground. Get your brain in gear. Because you're definitely in fucking low gear at the moment. Going down a hill or something. I don't know what the fuck kind of analogy I'm trying to make here. But, this is not pleasant. There are ways in which one could describe this minigame. And pleasant isn't the word that I would use to describe it. The word that I would use to describe it is utterly insufferable. Well, that's a phrase, but you know, that's how it feels. And I'm actually losing it. I'd like to knock one of these coconuts on this dickhead's head. On his dick head. I'd love to just knock it right there, you know. And steal his goddamn piece of heart. I'll rip his heart out and eat it. I don't really care. Now I will give you an example of what it's like without the bunny hood. Because you guys might be interested. You might be saying, oh, I don't believe you, Doom. I don't believe that it's better to make it slightly harder to control yourself by using the bunny hood. Well, I'm going to show you what I mean. This? You're only barely making the jumps at this point, and I was estimating, and then I was like, no, don't do it, so I half-assed it, sort of fell off the side. Anyway, point is, it's better to move faster, so, and make the jump well and truly, as opposed to barely making the jump, because then it's harder to get into position to see the next fucking torch. It's a miserable experience. So, basically, we just have to keep trying this. Just have to keep trying. I mean, really? If there had to be one thing that I wouldn't want to have to do in order to achieve 100%, you know, in the time it takes for you to get your stupid ass back on the phone, I just missed it. I end it. There's no point. Because if I get to the end, if I do the whole minute and 30 seconds, whatever it is, I don't know if it's 2 minutes or a minute and a half, but if I do the whole fucking thing, and because I've missed a torch, I don't get my fucking piece of heart, everyone's gonna die, okay? There's gonna be hell to pay. I swear to God. Okay. Just a delight, isn't it? Of course, you can use process of elimination to jump to the right one. You don't always have to lay eyes on the right one. But you certainly don't want to be estimating. No estimation. Because that's where you fuck up, as I said. Now, I was lucky enough to look in the direction of where it actually ended up being. It's not very intuitive. I almost fucked that up because my analog stick was not responding properly. Again, I was just trying to lay eyes on it, for fuck's sake! Sometimes you drop off the edge like, oh! And then other times you fucking jump right off. Might I add, at a fucking speed that I can't even achieve when I'm not getting enough of a run-up and want to actually get to the other side. You know, if I have barely a run-up, okay, and I'm trying to get somewhere, you just drop off the edge like a fucking stone. But if I'm actually going in a direction that I'm not intending to use as a direction to jump into, and I've barely got a run-up, you're launching like you're off to Mars, dickhead. You understand that? What that means is that you need to develop some kind of consistency with your jumping. You green midget bastard. You fucking abortion. I can't believe this. I can't believe it. It's blowing my mind. It's actually the worst minigame by far in this entire game, and you know, that's really saying something. This is a Nintendo 64 Zelda game, and I have identified the worst minigame. Like, it's worse than anything in any of the, like, nothing in Ocarina of Time holds a candle to this shit. Nothing. And let's not forget how many rupees I'm spending doing this. Remember when I said that I'm going to need a lot of rupees? This is exactly what I needed it for. I knew what was going to happen. I knew exactly what was going to happen. And you know what's a fucking delight? Listening to this asshole explaining it to me in its entirety, like the whole explanation, every fucking time I want to do the minigame. Now, if I'm doing this so many times, the question becomes, why the fuck are you still telling me how to do the game? Unless you think I'm so terrible that I'm failing purely because I don't know how to do it. Well, I bloody well know how to do it. It's just about physically getting it right, which is not easy. It's the actual mechanics. And let me tell you, it's a Nintendo 64, okay? I'm using a Nintendo 64 controller. This analog stick is barely fucking functional. It's sufficiently functional, for the most part, but sometimes it fucks me right up. This is actually a good angle, I like this angle. And how about that, a camera angle that you can barely fucking control, in truth. Not even Mother Teresa would be able to fucking control herself. She'd go on a fucking murder rampage if she were in my position. Which should give you a clear indication of my mental and emotional constitution. Okay. I mean, I was getting pretty emotional. Not super angry, but I was getting emotional during the Honey and Darling minigame, particularly like the last one. But this is actually dragging things out of me that I didn't even know I had. Deep malice and rage that I didn't even know I was capable of. I'm sort of bullshitting when I say that, but the point is that it's fucking unreasonable that I should be expected to suffer this. I just want a piece of heart, that's all I ask for. Sometimes I can walk in and get a piece of heart in some random ass room, and then other times I have to do these ridiculous minigames to get them. I did not intend to do a jump off there. In fact, I didn't even physically do that on the controller. But Link decided, I don't know if he filled in the blanks or what, but my guess is that he's dealing with nothing but blanks. You mental head case. Well, you've been missing out, Potato, because I've been doing this for quite a little while. Quite a little while. I can't fucking believe this. Okay. Where the fuck are we going now? Where are we going now? What? I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm losing my goddamn mind. I like the camera angle where it's sort of on the... Get up off the fucking edge, you idiot! You are so fucking useless with your stupid bunny ears. Take your long-ass hat, wrap it around your fucking neck, and hang yourself on the palm tree, you stupid boy. Fucking bastard, midget, adopted fucking juvenile, whatever, I can't even think of the word, whatever it is. The thing where you don't, orphan, you fucking orphan bastard. Your shield is the size of you. That should say everything. You're a runt. You are a fucking runt. And you're the hero of time, for Christ's sake. You should wear some fucking leggings with that skirt. You fucking ballsack. Okay. Now, here I am again, doing my favourite minigame of all time. As has been clearly established by my deep passion for the experience of jumping from one fucking island to the next with bunny ears on my head like an actual retard. Like an actual mental head case who belongs not in Termina, but in a fucking closed off facility with security guards. With a large fence. Okay, again. There we go. You can see that there's a very fucking fine line between trying to confirm which torches are lit and then launching yourself off the fucking edge unintentionally. Now I don't know what the fuck's going on. Now I'm in another fucking universe. Now I don't know what's up, I don't know what's down, I've lost it. Completely lost my goddamn mind. Okay, this is that. I don't know if that's going to help me or what. I don't think it is. I think that's going to fuck me up harder if I do that business. Because it almost... there's another step to it, you know. Maybe that's really all I needed in the end. I don't think this is going to help me, guys. That might actually help. That might actually help. That might be good. I might have actually figured out what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Maybe I need to be actually Z-targeting. I didn't think that we even had the option to Z-target, to be completely honest with you. I mean, this is a bit of an epiphany. I suppose you do this a few billion fucking times and you actually work out something. You actually have a realization as to how to interact with a fucking game. Hallelujah. This is like realizing that the Pope's actually a fucking... I was about to say something really weird. It's like, you know... Oh, for fuck's sake. No, you caught me on talking about the enthronement of Lucifer in the Catholic Church in the Vatican, but fortunately I held myself back. And said it anyway. But, you know... I'm serious, like, I was really fucking close to getting it there, but I think I now have the key. I think I now have the key in my hand. The key to victory. Okay. There we go. Get yourself to each torch promptly, quick-like. I went to the wrong one, but I can fucking make up for it. Go, 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 go. Again, if I fuck it up, like if I don't get one of the torches, best to cancel, because... Hey... I look a lot more, how do I say, practiced when I'm doing this, don't I? I look a whole lot more practiced, and you know what this allows me to do? It allows me to avoid going from weird angles, and it's the weird angles that cause me to fail my jump. It's important to take the time to really confirm where the fuck you're going. Now, shit! Even under those circumstances, with the ability to change my fucking camera direction, I'm struggling. I'm still struggling to really succeed. I'm still struggling to keep myself sane. Yeah, sure. I don't even know how many rupees we have. We must be almost out, surely. I mean, we've been doing this forever. I don't even know what time it is. I don't know what day it is. Has the rapture happened yet? I wouldn't mind, to be honest with you. I definitely need deliverance. Get the fuck up on the island, you dick. Fucking... potato-eared motherfucker. Alright. Go. I can't see fucking anything. I can't see anything. This is like being in fucking Ocarina of Time Castletown Market. Chasing dogs. And spying on a man and woman kissing in the fucking street. Shame she was wearing a dress and I couldn't look up it. Although Link's such a fucking midget, he might have been able to. The only fucking creature on planet Earth that is looking from an angle lower than Link the midget is a goddamn mutt A runt mutt. Born in a goddamn sewer. Where the fuck am I going now? Over here. Down. Which is now up, because I'm changing the camera. I'm in control. So, we've got 32 seconds left, Doomling. Let's actually fucking get it together. You've gotten this far, don't fuck it up now. And you guys are probably like, haha, what's so hard about it, Doomling? Oh, you give it a try. You have got to be fucking kidding me! That's almost the same point where I fucked up last time. So close to the fucking end. You know what it probably is? It's psychological stress. You get towards the end and you're like, argh! Not physically, but internally. You're like, argh! And then you fucking pray that you can actually make it. You pray. Again, no idea how much money I have. I don't even know how many attempts I have. Maybe it's better not to know. Because then that might pressure me even more psychologically. Then I might actually have a fucking, I don't know, breakdown in every sense of the word. Not like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna use a word that, and only have it partially mean what it means. No, I mean like literally, mental breakdown. I'm gonna get in my bed and stay there for a week. Okay? Is that alright? And you can feed me through a fucking tube, alright? I don't care. Because I'm not chewing. Unless you pull all the stops, and I'm not even going to go there, but you know what I mean. I mean, your cartwheels are delightful, Link. If you learnt one fucking thing in Hyrule, it was how to cartwheel. And I didn't see you do it once in Ocarina of Time. Not even once. Not once did you do a fucking cartwheel. And then all of a sudden you turn into some fucking... Great. I was actually worried that I was going to run out of money. I didn't check again. But anyway, he suddenly becomes some goddamn gymnast. Starts flipping around the fucking place. I'd be more concerned with making it to the fucking island properly than having you jumping around like an actual clown, okay? I've seen clowns at the circus do less theatrical things than this. Okay? I don't know where you found this skill of yours, but it's borderline prestidigitation at this point. It's like, I'm gonna whip out this fucking amazing ability and just wow the shit out of all the people watching. The gameplay, playing the game, it's gonna wow them. Look at me, I'm Link. I've got all the abilities of a hero of time. I can do cartwheels. Look at me. Mid-air fucking cartwheels. Why would I jump normally if I can do mid-air cartwheels? Hmm? Why would I even try to act like a normal human being? Because if you've gone through what I've gone through, I'm the hero of time. You're not going to be one with the peasants. One with the fucking lower plebeian residuum of Termina, where they do things like, I don't know, jumping like normal human beings. Instead I'm going to fucking flip all over the place. Like I'm about to come first in the fucking Olympic acrobatics team. Or rather, on the behalf of the Olympic acrobatics team. If the Olympics are even accepting of team sport, which I do not believe they are. And then what? One more? Where the fuck is it? There it is. Well, what have I done? Have I actually reached enough? Is 27 sufficient? Or after all this time... Fist pump. Doom Link did it. I was gonna shit. When he's doing this, I was like, after all that, you still wouldn't give me the peace of heart? I don't know what I'd do. I actually don't know. I'm a little frightened by the mere thought of it, to be honest with you. The mere thought of it is just shocking to me. It's almost like, I don't know. Yeah, he's talking about going bankrupt. Don't talk to me about going bankrupt, you fucking idiot. Look at you. You could run your own hobby business of you just... You could do whatever you wanted with the money that I just gave you. I've given you so much money. It's something within the region of 350 rupees. Just looking at you, you look like you're barely even alive. You look like you're struggling to breathe. You're so fucking fat. You fucking miserable excuse for a man. Your tits are about as pointy as whatever that fucking woman was. What was her name again? Impa? Yeah. That cunt. She had tits that can cut glass. You've also got tits that can cut glass. Almost. Maybe that's the difference between a man and a woman in the Nintendo 64 Zelda games. The sharpness of the breasts. Okay. With that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. I mean, it's quite perfect. Let me make it very clear how perfect this is. We are 1 hour and 20 minutes in. That's exactly where I wanted to stop. Okay. 1 hour and 20 minutes in. We could not have attempted that one more time. We used all of our rupees. Okay. We used them all. So, on our final attempt, we got it. Again, it was my intention to not actually see when it was going to be my last attempt because I didn't want that to add pressure. But, excuse me, I succeeded in the end. I bloody well succeeded. And I'm impressed with myself, okay? I'm bloody impressed. We've got one more game to do, or one more mini game to do. I'm gonna save it for next time because that's a highlight right there. Well, it's a high note to go off on. So I do thank you all for watching. We acquired, I believe, 4 pieces of heart. We acquired the one from the post office box. Or just post box. There's no office really. It's just a dickhead running around in shorts, and he, you know, chops his legs on the fucking bed when he gets inside. Anyway, so we got one from there. We got the Keaton piece of heart. We got the one from Termina in those holes. We also got the one from this minigame. So I believe that's everything that we got today. So we took care of that. We also took care of the whatever it is, the re-recording process of this video. Sort of not something I'd like to do, but I'd much rather re-record it than leave a VOD with the first 20 minutes of the VOD totally out of sync. That's stupid. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed. And the next video will be PAL38. For some reason my voice is shot. Maybe I've been talking too much. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining.